Hi everyone, welcome to another video, and yes, I'm back on Bentley Viaduct. Now I've been here a couple of times this year already and made a couple of videos, especially one dedicated to this magnificent structure. But today is not about Bentley Viaduct. This is the starting point of what you could call part 3 of the walk along the Great Northern Railway between Derby Friargate and Nottingham. So what I'm doing today? Well, we're going to go that way. We're going to carry on where we left off after walking along Bentley Viaduct. We're going to continue on, find our way through Awsworth Junction, and head on off over towards Kimberley. Now Kimberley had 2 stations. One was on this line and one was on the previously touched upon line between Bentley and over towards Bulwell, a number of miles away. So there's a Kimberley East and a Kimberley West station. We'll try and get hold of both of them, have a quick look around. So I hope you'll join me. We'll see if there's anything else of interest we can find. So this is the Great Northern Railway, Derby Friargate to Nottingham, part 3. Come on. Okay, our journey today starts us off at Bentley Viaduct, which is on the left hand side of your screen right now. And you can just make out the Arrowash Valley line running from top to bottom of the screen. And we'll be taking the trackbed east, and you can just make this out on the map going from left to right, and you can just see the trackbed outline going off towards the A610, where we'll end up over at Kimberley Station. At the top of the map you can see the huge IKEA of Nottingham, and below that we've got the village of Awsworth, and next to that the village of Babington. Now looking at this alternate map thanks to railmapsonline.com, you can see on the left hand side we've got the site of Bennerley and Bentley Viaduct in the ironworks. Our first station would be Awsworth. Now almost immediately after Awsworth Station we then find Awsworth Junction, and this was the line that branched off over the old Giltbrook Viaduct, otherwise known as 40 Bridges. We then proceed on towards the A610, and there's no right of way there, so we're going to have to divert around there, and we'll then end up at Kimberley East Railway Station, where we'll terminate today's walk. So we've just come down there at the base of the viaduct where the trackbed would have gone. It would continue off in this direction, so through here, and quite possibly it would have ran up there. So what we need to do is go through this field and get up onto the main road up the top there, cross it, and then the trackbed I believe will carry on for us. So at this point we've got a plain field just there. The site of Awsworth Station was around here. Now if this was the trackbed, or was the trackbed that there, looking at the inclines to the left of me, I'd say it was probably, this was it. So let's step back in time and have a look at Awsworth Station from the 1950s. Now note the beautiful lamp on the right hand side and the station name on the left hand side. You've got the telegraph pole, you've got the station waiting rooms, you've got benches, you've got flowers, you've got plants and bushes. It's just a far cry from what a lot of stations look like today. They were just well managed, well looked after, absolutely beautiful. And here's a later image from around about 1960 showing a working heading towards the direction of Derby, so it has yet to cross Bentley Viaduct. And in the background you can just see the 40 Bridges. Now that is the Giltbrook Viaduct, and we're going to move on to that in a short while. So that little building through there I believe would have been Awsworth Station. The building, one of the buildings for Awsworth Station. Okay, I'm not going to take any more images of that because it is a private residence, so we respect that. So we now leave the trackbed behind. This house is built on where it would have been, and we'll follow this road a little way down. So a few minutes ago I crossed over Awsworth Main Street and I ended up coming down Awsworth Lane, and just ahead of us I can see our track bed back in sight after that brief diversion. Right, so back on the track bed. Another point to note that next to Awsworth Station there was also Awsworth Colliery. So we're now heading in the direction of the A610, and also shortly after that would be Kimberley. Okay, we now come to what would have been Awsworth Junction. So if we take this little trail down here, we'll divert off a little bit and we'll look at the old track bed a moment. Now this is the one which would have took us to Giltbrook Viaduct. So yeah, this is where Giltbrook Viaduct would have gone, over here. So we would have come from that end, and I'll stick some pictures on if I can find them to show you in its former glory. Right, let's make our way back to the line and press on a little bit longer. Now this is a real jump back in time. This must have been shortly afterwards, after the actual viaduct was constructed and open. I mean, notice the horse and cart going down the road heading towards the direction of Awsworth. Another image from the distant past is this coal working, heading from the coalfields towards Awsworth Junction, which is behind us in this image, and it would then be heading in the direction of Nottingham. Okay, so we came from down there and we're now heading up here. And there has been a fair few benches along this route, so if you feel like coming along and you want to sit down occasionally, then it's ideal. I'll point out at this point as well, the track along here actually had a couple of sidings to the side of them, I believe. Probably one either side of the actual main line. So the busy A610 is right ahead of me, and I'm thinking this is going to be a bit of a diversion because I don't really fancy. I'm not crossing this road. I'm going to go around it or use a proper crossing or a bridge. So it's either that way or it's that way. Okay, I took the line to the left, or the path to the left, and it brought me back down to Awsworth Lane, where there's this nice little underpass which will take me safely under the A610. I also briefly walked over the old Bentley to Bulwell line, which is just to the right there, out of sight. Totally inaccessible though. I then had to turn right up Goodwin Drive, and it's brought me to this path which I'm really hoping will take me back towards the track bed. Okay, this sign is letting us know we're back where we are. I've got a feeling there's something pretty cool up here. Come on, how amazing was that? Absolutely fantastic. The buffer stop sat there, obviously not in the genuine location, but nevertheless, and the signal, absolute beauty. Got a little something else to show you here as well. That is amazing. And this is just literally, the signal is literally just there, which I've just been showing you. Okay, it appears that we're going to lose the track bed again. So that would have gone, oh well, it does go down there. So it appears we're taking a slight diversion up this path. And we'll try and meet up with it before we get to Kimberley, which is very, very close now. There we go, you can just see where the track bed was. And there's a pipe going over there as well. The line at this point is infilled and under the bridge as well, so that's where the line's just ended there. So we've got to walk down Churchill and take the road at the bottom, and it will take us down into Kimberley. Kimberley Station was another one that appeared to be well maintained and looked after by the staff and maybe the station master too. The gardens are well kept, the platforms are clean, the benches and the lampposts are absolutely stunning. And an even further step back in time at Kimberley Station, noting that the station name and sign actually says for Watnall, Nuttall and Giltbrook. This is an absolute beautiful picture and it's trapped in time. And it's just brilliant that we can actually look at these, and I thank all contributors for these photographs in this video. So here we have Kimberley East Station. Look at that, beautiful. It's in Station Road car park if anyone wants to come and visit. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. We'll be back here at a later date to continue on. So this will be the starting point for Kimberley and heading off towards Watnall. I'm now going to backtrack a little way to the road in the car park we just come from at East Station, and I'm just going to have a wander over to Kimberley West Station and see if that's where we can start from next time in the next part, and then head on off down there. So thanks very much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and if you didn't like it, comment below, let me know why, and let's see how I can do things to improve it. See you next time, have a good day, bye bye.